30 years ago, this $175 million flick almost ruined Kevin Costner's career and earned him a Razzie nom. It wasn't even that bad, though. Throughout cinematic history, there have been movies whose fame has overshadowed their actual content, and 1995's Waterworld is such a case. While not the worst film in history, it became synonymous with box office failure for decades. For its star and producer, Kevin Costner, this post-apocalyptic epic was a painful blow that nearly destroyed his reputation. What is Waterworld about? The movie is set in the distant future when the polar ice caps have melted and almost all land has been submerged. Survivors huddle on floating atoll stations and fight for scarce resources. The main character is the mariner, Kevin Costner, a mutant with gills. He helps Helen and her young daughter, Enola, who has a map tattooed on her back that leads to the legendary dryland. Pursued by ruthless smokers, their entire journey becomes a race for the last habitable land. Waterworld was supposed to become a new Mad Max set on water. Screenwriter Peter Rader conceived the original idea back in the 1980s. He was inspired by Mad Max, but there was one key change. The desert would be replaced by an endless expanse of water. However, after Joss Whedon reworked the script, the project took on a more serious and darker tone, finally taking shape as a gritty post-apocalyptic thriller. Waterworld went through production hell. The production of the movie became a true nightmare. Ignoring Steven Spielberg's warnings about the challenges of filming in the open ocean, director Kevin Reynolds and producer Kevin Costner headed to Hawaii. Storms constantly battered the set, smashing sets and crew members and causing the budget to balloon. Conflicts between Costner and Reynolds came to a head when the actor, who was going through a divorce at the time, rejected the finished soundtrack and commissioned a new score. The final budget soared to a then-record $175 million, making Waterworld the most expensive film of its time. Waterworld wasn't a box office success and earned Kevin Costner a Golden Razzie nom. Despite grossing $264 million, the movie failed to recoup its costs at the box office when enormous marketing costs were taken into account. Critics panned its slow pace and weak character development. In just a few years, Costner went from being a universally beloved, Oscar-winning director to a symbol of Hollywood failure. Waterworld cast a lasting shadow over his career.